Every day, we face moments that test our patience, stressful situations, annoying people, or sudden problems. Most of us react instantly, letting anger or frustration take over without thinking. But what if the real power isn't in reacting, but in not reacting? In this video, you'll discover how mastering your emotions and staying calm can change your life. Stay with me till the end to learn the secret to staying strong, peaceful, and in control no matter what life throws your way. Once upon a time, there was a young king who ruled a prosperous kingdom. Though he was known far and wide for his strong leadership, he was also impatient and quick-tempered. One day, after hearing many stories about a neighboring kingdom ruled by a very wise king, he decided to visit. When he arrived, the welcome was grand. Music, flowers, and a feast fit for royalty awaited him. The host king wanted to show his respect and honor. During the feast, as the young king lifted his spoon to enjoy the delicious soup, he suddenly saw a fly floating right on the surface. Disgusted and irritated, he immediately called his servant and demanded another bowl of soup. The host king noticed and kindly said, "Your Majesty, please don't let a small fly ruin your evening. It's just a tiny thing." But the visiting king shook his head. "I cannot tolerate even such a small thing. It ruins my mood, and I cannot enjoy my meal." The host king smiled knowingly and said, "Your Majesty, it's not the fly that ruined your mood. It's your reaction to it. You have the power to control your emotions. Don't let them control you." This simple advice shook the visiting king. He realized that many times it wasn't the events themselves that disturbed him, but how he reacted to them. If he could learn to master his emotions, he could live a calmer and wiser life. He returned to his kingdom with a new mindset. From that day forward, he practiced the art of not reacting immediately to every irritation or frustration. If a servant made a mistake, he didn't lash out. If a counselor argued unfairly, he listened patiently. When challenges came, he took a deep breath, thought before speaking, and chose calmness over anger. The power of not reacting changed the king's life and kingdom. He made better decisions, avoided unnecessary conflicts, and earned even greater respect from his people. But he knew this lesson wasn't just for kings, it was for everyone. People everywhere struggle with anger and frustration, often reacting impulsively and causing harm to themselves and others. So, the king made a bold decision. He sent word across his kingdom inviting people to a great gathering. He wanted to meet those who had committed crimes or caused harm, not out of malice, but because they had lost control in moments of anger or frustration. People who had reacted impulsively in difficult situations, hurting others or themselves, were invited to come forward. The whole kingdom was invited to listen, learn, and share wisdom on patience, self-control, and the power of not reacting. On the day of the gathering, the great hall was filled with all kinds of people. There were those who had been accused of crimes, fights, thefts, and hurtful words spoken in anger. There were family members, neighbors, and strangers, all gathered to hear the king's message. The king stood before them and spoke with calm authority. "My friends, anger is like fire. It can warm us, but it can also burn everything in its path. Many of you here have felt this fire, and in moments of rage or frustration have hurt others or yourselves. But today, I tell you that you have the power to choose differently. Controlling your emotions is not weakness, it is strength. It is not ignoring your feelings, but choosing how you respond. We all have moments that test our patience, but when we learn to pause, to breathe, and to think before reacting, we open the door to peace, understanding, and better choices." The king then invited anyone who wanted to share their story. One by one, people stood up and spoke about the times they had lost control, the fights with family, the regrets over harsh words, the consequences of letting anger rule them. They spoke honestly and openly. The king listened with compassion. Then he said, "This gathering is not to judge, but to heal. We will learn together how to master our emotions, how to practice patience, how to live peacefully, even when life gets tough." The king arranged for teachers and counselors to travel the kingdom, teaching the art of mindfulness and emotional control. He urged his people to practice simple techniques, breathing deeply when upset, stepping away from heated moments, and remembering that reaction is a choice. Slowly but surely, the kingdom changed. Conflicts decreased, families healed, and people made better decisions in stressful times. The king's message spread beyond his borders. Stories of his gathering and the power of not reacting reached other lands. Leaders, parents, and young people heard the call to practice patience and control over anger. The king's legacy was no longer just about prosperity or power. It was about a kingdom built on peace, understanding, and self-mastery. This story reminds us all today, we can't always control what life throws at us. A rude comment, a traffic jam, a sudden problem. But we can control how we react. It's not bravery to react impulsively in a bad situation. That's just letting your emotions control you. True courage is staying calm when chaos tries to shake you. This simple act of self-control can save you from countless troubles, protect your relationships, and preserve your peace of mind. In the heat of the moment, pausing before you act isn't weakness, it's wisdom. The real power lies in choosing calm over anger, patience over frustration, and thoughtful response over impulsive reaction. So next time life tests you, remember the king and his soup story. Pause, breathe, and choose your reaction with care. That small choice could change your life forever, and even the world around you. Your next life-changing story is just one click away. Subscribe now.